This is Mariel to her countrymen. On Wisdom.
Friends, throughout this series, I've mentioned wisdom. It's one of those quiet, slippery concepts that underlies other concepts. So I want to speak to it directly. Wisdom means good judgment. But what is good? What makes judgment wise? It won't get us all the answers, but it might be helpful to root our understanding of wisdom in something very tangible. The anthropologist and neuroscientist Terence Deacon once introduced me to the term normative chemistry. The phrase struck me. It emphasizes that values like right and wrong don't only show up in moral philosophy or law. They show up in life itself. From the moment life emerges, single-cell organisms or collectives of them, there is already such a thing as better or worse. A cell must respond to its environment, temperature, acidity, salinity, availability of nutrients, the presence of heavy metals or poisons. There is a right pH, a wrong temperature, a good level of sodium, a bad dose of mercury. The cell doesn't just passively exist. It senses, responds, and adjusts. This is not a metaphor. It is physiology. To live is to make judgments. As life becomes more complex, so do norms. Multicellular organisms develop internal systems for maintaining balance, what we call homeostasis. When a body gets too hot, it sweats. When sugar levels drop, the body releases hormones. The body is always making micro adjustments to maintain a healthy range, a wise range. Add a brain and judgment gets more complicated. Was that thing I ate food, medicine, or poison? Add language, culture, and memory, then good judgment becomes what we recognize as ethics. Was that an ethical exchange? Add billions of humans in constant contact, and suddenly wisdom becomes one of our most urgent collective needs. We live in a moment when many of our systems, political, ecological, technological, are too large and fast for any one person to fully grasp. At the same time, our individual and collective judgments carry enormous consequences. We decide what to build, what to destroy, what to value, and who to believe. We vote, we parent, we govern, we code, we teach. We figure out that feeding corn to cows is chemically devastating for the land, the cows, who evolved to digest grass, the atmosphere, and us. We learn that trauma produces long-lasting biochemical disruptions. We figure out how to prevent the spread of sexually transmitted diseases. We learn a lot. In a world of overlapping crises, wisdom is essential and still mysterious. How do we cultivate it? One way is to recognize that wisdom exists across levels of scale. Each of us has a normative chemistry, a body-mind that needs to sleep, needs safety, needs connection, and needs truth. Wisdom starts with listening to our own signals. Are we in balance? Are we caring for the internal ecosystems that make judgment possible? Wisdom also applies in our larger relationships. Are we responding with care? Are we speaking with truth and compassion? Are we holding sustainable boundaries? Wider still, wisdom governs the organizations and systems we create. Do our policies stabilize or destabilize human life? Do our technologies nourish dignity or diminish it? Do our economies reflect what life actually needs? And finally, wisdom must interface with the planetary envelope, with the larger chemistry of air, ocean, soil, and species. Life as a whole has thresholds. There are right and wrong amounts of carbon in the sky. There are right and wrong ways to relate to the land. There are such things as too much and too little water. There are living balances and there are tipping points of collapse. Deacon's phrase, normative chemistry, helps us think creatively and clearly about good judgment. We will still have to resort to philosophy and poetry because no biochemist will have all the answers. However, life itself has been experimenting with good judgment for over 3 billion years. Of course, wisdom often involves nuance, slowness, attention, humility. It might feel delicate in a loud, fast world. We can protect and amplify it. Wisdom is not rigid perfection. It is a practice across scales. It is a process of ongoing adjustment and learning. It asks us to listen to our bodies, to one another, to the world. We live in a world that is changing rapidly. The speed of decision making often outpaces our capacity for reflection. Fortunately, wisdom, good judgment, is still here right now. It is here in our bodies, our stories, our languages, our traditions. It is in science and soil and poetry. We can keep learning. Thank you.
Nature sounds and photographs sourced from the Creative Commons and public domain. Please refer to show notes or mariel.systems/tohercountrymen for attributions. Finally, please like, share, and subscribe to support the series. Thank you.